And I'm back again today with a part 2 of an episode 5 of Crips. Hello there, Skogsmard. I hope. Welcome. Hope you're having a good time. I hope you are all cozy and comfortable. I was just saying that I'm going to start with part 2 today. This never happened before. I've never had to do a part 2 of an episode of Crips. So this is brand new for me too. It's gonna be the houses that I didn't manage to cover on Sunday. There were so many magnificent entries, and I did linger, and I had a brilliant time seeing and visiting everything. It was fantastic. Really loved seeing everything. And now, of course, for the part 2, there's not so many houses on my nifty little list, but a few, and I want to do them, of course, justice, as I always want to do justice to all. Hello there, Toad, and welcome to the stream. Just a gentle reminder, get some tea, coffee, maybe beer or a glass of wine. Settle in. So don't forget to grab some snacks. Maybe some cookies are in order, or whatever floats your boat. Because I think everybody deserves a treat. And in particular, when the week has been a bit rough for you. We are on Wednesday, everybody. If you don't have a holiday today and tomorrow, I'm so sorry, all of you. But if you don't have a holiday tomorrow, then I hope you will muscle through tomorrow and Friday and enter into the weekend easy and relaxed. Maybe I can help a little bit with the relaxation. So the first one today on my nifty little list is in fact by Skogsmard, and it is a Snugpod. And I have to read the little note because it made me giggle. It was very sweet. And I should mention that Skogsmard is, of course, a friend and not part of Etherea's art, but that's, of course, all right. And here goes the little note. Oh, hey there, Red Fox Princess. Welcome, welcome. So this one is called Craftpod. I've found inside the Snugpod what looks like a ruin of an old Dwemer crafting station from an earlier era. And by the looks like it, the forest is well on its way to reclaiming it. Ready for part 2. Yay, Silencium. Welcome, welcome. Yes, you are on my list too, Silencium. I'm very excited. When I read your description, I had already pictures in my mind. I was already thinking somewhere. And I'm very curious. I'm very curious about all your builds. Of this one, I have seen a screenshot, but only that. I've not seen it at all. So I'm really, really curious what you have done to the little Snugpod, or what has been done to the Snugpod, and what you have found there, Skogsmard. Ah, all right. Ooh, lovely. Ooh, I had a little oopsie here in my script. And I shall take us there. It's a wonderful, glorious little home. Those of you who are maybe beginners, who are just dipping their feet in. Oh, look! Oh, this is cute. Oh, look, everybody. Oh, this is so darling. Good lighting here, very nice. Really brings out the brass in the Dwemer. Very nice. Good layering also here on the wonderful, beautiful vines. Nice music choice there as well, Sko. I know you might be a little bit nervous. No reason to be nervous. I know this. Is this your first build, Sko? Hope you're comfortable with me asking questions. If you're not comfortable, just say no. It is your first build. So everybody, this is the first time, the first build. So everybody, please be kind. Oh, this is very sweet. And you've been very respectful with the pod. Even though it has disappeared somewhat, we can see a little bit of it peeking through all around. And there are many wonderful... Oh, and a little letter here. Very nice. Good detail. Lighting is very subdued and gentle. Very, very sweet. Really like... Oh, little Izabi has also a letter by her side. Hello, darling. How are you? Nice seed for her there. Very cute. Really like the lighting. You know why? Because, as I was already saying, it really highlights a little bit of the Dwemer. The brass makes it shine and glow a little bit. And as you were mentioning, or as we heard from the little note, nature is doing her best to reclaim what's hers. Lovely. Wonderful crafting stations here. And this is quite interesting that you have added those here, the Grandmaster crafting stations. Is also quite extensive grid working that you've done here. Very small pod. We are at 75 slots. You still have a lot of slots left. You can go about to, yeah, maybe add a little bit more if you feel like it, of course. Lights, very nice. Again, nice use here also for that trophy. Or I should better say bust. Very nice. Always good to add a little bit of that. So nice here with the candles. Oh, and someone is hiding here. Someone is hiding here. Look. Ferrari. Hiding a little bit in the shadows. We also have Fizz here waiting. Oh, and someone else peeking through or being enveloped, grasped by nature. Very nice and gentle. You're sticking also to one color palette. Gentle greens and brass, goldeny colors. They're a very good pair, gold and green. Ah, right. Yeah, this is, of course, a difficult project as well. And of course, for those of you who are... Ooh, also nice light here. For those who are designing guild halls or who have designed guild halls, yeah, it's where you start to add, and it's an extensive work. And this is where guilds can help each other, right? Where you can decide, okay, I'm going to help out my guild by maybe donating a bunch of master writs, and then that way you can help them out. In such a case, yeah, wonderful. This is very sweet and a very nice start. And I have said this a few times. It's not a bad idea to go with a smaller house for a first project, because it might help you figure out a few things. Oh, look, everyone. Also nice use for this particular piece here. I'm not sure if people have realized, but of course that is such a wonderful slot saver that they added just recently, that one staircase. Wonderful use here. Fits, of course, nicely into the theme. Wonderful vines here, and we do have a transmute station. Hello there, Taryn. Welcome, welcome. Everybody get cozy and comfortable. We are in the first one for tonight. This is a craft pot, or the Snugpod, called Craftpod by Skogs, who is in the audience with us today. This is a first project and a first time here live on air with us. So please be kind, everybody. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love that you added that here. That's very sweet. You know, more shiny brass. More shiny brass is not a bad idea for a little craft pot. And a few storage boxes, of course. You can never have enough storage. Ah, and of course, very important, an armory station, everyone. And if you want to look pretty and nice, outfit station. Very good. Lovely. Oh, nice. Look. Little bit of layer here. People can see this. Maybe I have to go into the editor to show. Just a little bit of layering here, not too much. Really working a little bit more with the pot. Also good use for the Vardenfell model up here. Ahoy, good evening to you, Mavis. This is a very sweet and a darling idea. Of course, it's a nice thing that there is the Vardenfell model, right? Because it's so nice and round, has a glorious shape, and you can utilize it in so many different ways. Personally, I like to use it as a canvas. So I turn it around and use the other side of it, if that makes sense. Because it's such a nice blank canvas. You can do so much with it. I've also seen people utilize the Vardenfell model similarly, like you here. It's very good. Very sweet. Everybody, a first-time project. Very, very nicely started here. Wonderful vines everywhere. They do love that you snuck in a few little pieces here and there. Little wonderful banner here. And there someone is getting trapped by nature, who's of course reclaiming this particular abode. It's a nice piece here, little art piece. It's also very shiny and helps add a little bit. And you've not covered up a lot of the entree either. Really like the little details all around. Very sweet. Very nice. And it's such a small space, right? We are in a 200 slot home, and what to do in a 200 slot home. Good evening there, Kleros. Welcome, welcome. It's a really tiny space. What to do with it? A lot of you have... No, this is not a housing contest. The next housing competition will be Other Worlds by the Real Endgame if you haven't entered yet. Everybody remedy that. Also, those of you who are beginners, we do have, just for beginners, added a wonderful category or multiple categories so that everybody can really participate. I'm going to give you the link just in case if you've not already joined us, please do. And yes, that competition will happen in October or in the end of October. That's the deadline for now. And other worlds, um, a lot of things go for other worlds. So please read through. Everything is on the Discord. If you are part of other Discords, there have been advertisements for other worlds, of course, as well. So please don't be shy. Come join us. Also, beginners are more than welcome. And if you know someone who is fairly new to housing, but who's done wonderful jobs in their first or second builds, then do encourage them. And also, Skog, you are hereby encouraged. And I know is a tight deadline might be for you, but I think you can do this. It's a challenge, maybe, but you got to start somewhere, right? Also, if you need help with anything, the housing community is a very welcoming community. And there's always someone there to help and guide you a little bit if you need that. So do feel free to ask questions, of course. And yeah. So that's Other Worlds for today. Oh, it's my pleasure, Skull. I do like that. Anyway, okay. So what you can do here upstairs, if you like, for instance, you could use a campfire or something like that and push it into the Vardenfer model, light it, and of course push it up. That should definitely help with lighting. Remember that, think of the environment of a house, no matter what house it is, as a space that has pockets around it. So on the walls and in the basement and on the top of the houses, you can push things off, but they still have an effect on the house. And that is true for lighting, for instance. So you can push things into the wall, for instance, if you light a candle, or if you light this particular piece here, the beacon, you could also light that and push it into the ceiling until the light effect of it is so subdued that you're good with it. Or a Kulanda stone, just one would do. Or you can go with more candles all around. If you want to highlight a little bit of the vines, for instance, there are also wonderful vines in southern elsewhere. If you in Tidehome, if you pick up the quest to do the dragons, there is a vendor who sells beautiful vines that have a bit of a fairy light effect, if that makes sense. You can push these also a little bit into the vines and layer on top of them, for instance. Depends a little bit of what exactly you want. I would suggest to try a few things and see what you like best. And also ask friends to come and visit and talk a little bit about it. So then you might find ideas or see ideas that work for you. You could also look up more streams and find maybe more Snugpods. I have shown a number of Snugpods with all different kinds of designs and lighting in them. So you can also search for that, for instance. Yeah, I think you've done a wonderful job for first project. This is very sweet. So yeah, this one you could totally activate it and just push it up there. Turn it around and push it up. Yes. Aha! Very good. See, I thought that there was something there. Maybe something creeping in? Is there more to the story? Are you going to tell us more of it? Maybe, some designers have done that, telling sequential stories from one home to the next. And so basically, one home is part one, and then the next home is part two. That might also be an idea for you if you want to build around that. And of course, you don't necessarily have to use the stations again. You could build them basically from scratch and have them disappear. Maybe nature is taking over in a more violent way and things get a little tangled up here. Maybe someone else has a good idea for you in the audience. Don't be shy, people. This is very sweet. I also found that Murkmire lamps are really, really nice and gentle. Or the new Dawnwood light garland, for instance, that one is really nice to help warmly and cozily light a place. Because this, I understand that you're not lighting this one because it is such a powerful lighting device, and if you're not using it as that, and rather as a piece of the former Dwemer, then of course it makes sense not to light it. It probably is going to be too light and glary even. Wonderful start, everyone. And there's little secret here, maybe. Little secret hidden in the walls. A part 2 of the Craftpod, maybe. Hello there, John Saxa. Welcome, welcome. Good evening to you. Hope you're having a marvelous time. Yeah, I understand. It's a very powerful lighting tool, this one. Really, really powerful lighting tool. I think that, seen a lot of people make very good use of it, though, because of its power. And it's, I think, told you already as well that you can bury it and it still is going to be throwing some of the light. So if you wanted to try to light it and then push it further in, of course, now it's a structural piece and you're using it as a part. So maybe you'd have to find another Dwemer piece to take its place. But yeah, it can be really glary. With the second one, yes, try away. And also, again, don't be shy and ask friends to come and have a look. And just, sometimes you understand what's possible in housing while you're at it, while you're doing it. And sometimes it really helps if someone is there who's got years of experience, for instance, that can gently nudge you in the right direction. Sometimes those nudges can be a little bit more pushy. Good evening there to you, Luke. Welcome, welcome. So we are here in the first ever build of Skogsmard. It's a craft pot in the Snugpod. And we're just now talking a little bit about lighting in here. And I was going to encourage all of you to be of big help and welcome Skog into the fold and show him a little bit how it's done. It's very sweet. I really like that you just decided to play around with a few furnishings only, and that you did stay within a color palette. It's very smooth on the eye. And I really like this theme here and a little chapeau that nature is in fact reclaiming it. And this one is already trapped a little bit. Oh no, what are you going to do? Probably rust a little bit. I did Kleos. This is the second part of episode 5 of Cribs. And the 5th episode of Cribs was aired, or I started airing it on Sunday, but there were so many gorgeous builds. It took me a very long time, and apparently I failed at covering everything. But I think, let me check. I was at 7 hours and 51 minutes for the part 1 of this particular episode. So I was a bit tired at that point. So, and this is part 2 again. And I will show you those that I failed to cover on Sunday. And I will do my best, as always, to show them off. Also, the theme for this particular episode of Cribs was summer, saying goodbye and au revoir until we meet again, summer. Oh, you didn't see it, Kleros? That is rotten. So I did post on Ethereus Art, of course. That is where I have started or restarted Cribs. As you all know, I do Cribs only quarterly. And I have also already mentioned for Ethereus Art and on ITT that the next episode, so episode 6, will happen in December this year. And it will revolve a little bit around winter. So if you have something that is a little bit wintry themed, maybe you have a wonderful solstice party house for guild events, for instance, or maybe you have a holiday season down under style build, maybe something like that, or maybe you've built a sleigh including a wonderful downhill ride. Yeah, so winter can, be a bit broader interpreted. Of course, on the house folio, there are a number of streams ahead. So let me check. I still have to cover for the house folio towns. So some of you know, let me post also for you. Those of you who are not part of the house folio, do come join us. Here you go. There's the information. The house folio does monthly showcases that are all themed. Some of them are community voted. So if you are part of the community, you can get to help decide which we will be doing, which theme will be active for that particular month. And for August, we had a triple theme, which was villages, towns, and castles. And I managed to cover castles and villages. And I have a second stream lined up for next week, Wednesday, an hour earlier than today, to cover more towns, because I'm not done with the towns there either. For this current month, We're actually for the month of September, we had also wonderful showcase that was Argonian lore. So anything Argonian lore friendly that would work. It's still open. There's no deadline. You can still enter your home if you have an Argonian lore friendly home. Hayden usually gives all the information in the post. And for this month, October, we have vampires as the theme. So I shall read you. This month, the theme is vampires. Spooky season is coming. Please show us your builds with main focus on vampires. Vampiric castles or crypts, labs or temples, or maybe your vampire lives among us. Your vampire lives among us and has a normal home with a secret lair. Post must include one screenshot, just one of the theme, and there is no deadline as per usual. Please show us those two in the house folio. Also in the house folio, I do slow walks that are as advertised slow. You can also open your homes there for me if you so wish. I'm always glad and happy if you guys are comfortable with me visiting. Spoiler alert, I am very slow in those. I think even slower than in any other stream. Takes me forever. But reason is because I want to pay attention to all the detail and make sure I cover everything and nothing gets missed. So that's house folio, and I've already given you information about Other Worlds competition that's coming up. Again, if you are new to the game or you know someone who is new to the real endgame that is housing, encourage them to join us, to join in on the competition as well. It's exactly made for beginners, not only beginners, of course. We do have all you accomplished housing designers covered as well. We have a very large pool of prizes there for you. I can just tell you, where do we have it? For our Other Worlds competition, we are currently at, not here. I will find it. Probably here. Right, so reminder for the prize pot is roughly 90 million gold in total. We have nearly 60k crowns, ESO plus codes, materials, necrom, and all extensions, passcodes, and pets. So it's a very big pot. And we do need you. So come join us. I can always visit your house, all of your houses, Kleros. Oh, how very nice. Would you be so kind to send me a DM? You can, oh, should probably say that as well. You can also DM me if you feel more comfortable that way. Also, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. I'm always happy to try my best or do my best in answering your questions. So, gentle reminder, do come and visit Skog's wonderful Craftpod. Bring a few friends because the visitor limit is 6. So you can't come all at once. But in groups, please come here, have a look around, find your favorite spot, boop several noses all around here, and send Skog only kind messages and messages of appreciation. and recommend and favorite as well if you're so inclined. And of course, Skog, if you want a little help from accomplished designers, do not hesitate. None of them bite. They're all sweet and kind people. So do not hesitate to ask for help. This is a first-time project, everybody. Very good job, Skog. You should be proud. Again, the 2-level build. The few little details here and there. I will say this one more time. There is a few little dwemer hidden or already absorbed by nature. I really like that touch. That's so sweet. Oh, that's very sweet of you too. So don't hesitate, everybody. You heard it here. Skog says you can certainly go ahead and do your writs if you want to, of course.